Okay, so hello guys. The next video that we are going to, or the next topic that we are going to discuss in this video is about data transmission. So we were able to have an idea of what data transmission is and what are the standards and protocols. So this time we are going to focus on the data transmission. So what is a data transmission? Data transmission refers to the process of transferring data between two or more digital devices. Data is transmitted from one device to another in analog or digital format. Basically, data transmission enables devices or components within devices to speak to each other. So, parehas man sang kakatabo during our analog transmission or digital transmission or any form of transmission nga gin-discuss na sa inyong mga communication subjects. So, it is the process of sending or of a signal or an intelligence or an information halin sa isa ka point pakato sa another point. So that is transmission, or para sa ating subject, that is data transmission. So we are going to have a review kay syempre na-discuss na ni sa previous natin ng mga subjects no about sa different types of transmission modes. So for this one, we have according to request and response. So we have, or on our discussion sa principles of communication, this topic is on the transmission modes of communication. So we have the data flow. So first, mamba kita, we have simplex. So I will also attach a video nga naga-discuss gid about sa modes of transmission based sa akon nga recorded video sa principles of communication. So for this topic, for this nga subject, so let's have this definition lang as a review. Simplex. In simplex mode, the communication is unidirectional as a one-way street. Only one of the two devices on a link can transmit the other. The other can only receive. So, sa simplex nga mode of transmission, kung nag-send ka lang gid. Kung nag-receive ka, ma-receive ka lang gid. So, isa gid sa pinaka common nga type of transmission nga nagakatabo diri is, for example, in your TV broadcasting. So, miara ka, isa ka TV channel, TV station. So, masend lang siya nga, masend information, ma-broadcast lang siya sang TV signals. And then, ikaw sa imong nga walay, ma-receive ka lang gid sang kung ano ang gina-broadcast ang sinang TV station. Hindi ka man niya pwede nga ikaw ang na-broadcast ka man to sa TV station. So, that is simplex transmission. Next, half duplex. In half duplex mode, each station can both transmit and receive, but not at the same time. When one device is sending, the other can only receive, and vice versa. Subod silingon, half duplex. So, kung kagina ang simplex is one way lang nga dalan, ang half duplex naman is two way na siya. Or, I mean, pwede ka makapakadto dito, pwede ka man makapabalik, pero isa lang kaalagyan. So, ano lang, nang may barricade ka sa punta, so butangan mo time kung sino ang mapakadto kag sino naman ang mabalik. That is half duplex. So in a transmission nga explanation, pwede nga ma-send ka data, pwede man nga ma-receive ka data, pero not at the same time. So ang pinagid ka na example sini is your radio, mga walkie-talkie ng mga radios, or your citizens band radio, nga Roger na balang nga mga radio. So this is one of the example bitang sini nga type of communication. So pwede ka makatawag-tawag sa ila sa imo nga gusto tawagan, pero hindi ka mo pwede nga makaistoryahan nga dungan ka mo mahambas. So that is half duplex of forms of or type of communication. Next one is your full duplex. So in full duplex, or also referred to as duplex lang gid nga communication, both stations can transmit and receive simultaneously. So this is very common nga type of transmission mode. Kaya muna ni siya subong ang pinaka-common nga ginagamit naton for the mobile communication. So amo ni nga type of nga ang ginagamit naton. So pwede ka makasend, pwede ka makahamba at the same time pwede ka man makapamati. So that is full duplex. So pwede ka makasend information, pwede ka man maka-receive at the same time. So that's it for the mode of transmission. So next, according to timing. So we are considering sang time. So we have asynchronous and synchronous. So nabutang dari medyo detailed pa siya and very technical ng explanation. But maghambak ng asynchronous. So not at the same time. So maghambak ka naman synchronous at the same time. So we are going to present this topic sa next natin ng mga discussions about OSI. So about when we are going to discuss na about packets nga ginasend naton and ginatransmit naton. So maghambak nga synchronous ang imo nga mga data is ginasend mo siya in a bulk siya or in a block o in a certain nga packet nga tingob sila tanan paglambot dito sa imo nga destination. Your asynchronous naman is isa-isahon mo sila send. So that is asynchronous type of communication. So sa synchronous, so constant ang pag-send nimo sa asynchronous, hindi constant ang transmission. Next, we have according to number of links. So how does data transmission work between digital devices? Data is transferred in the form of bits between two or more digital devices. There are two methods used to transmit data between digital devices. So first, we have serial transmission and next we have parallel nga transmission mode. Serial data transmission sends data. So sends data bits after another over a single channel. So parallel data transmission sends multiple data bits at the same time over multiple nga channels. So ang simple lang man dari nga comparison between serial and data transmission is that maghamba ka serial transmission, isend mo siya isa-isa. So for example, may ara ka bits nga 0, 1, 1, 0. So for example, may ara ka bits nga amo sini, ari nga bits. So 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. So isa-isa ko mo sila send. So 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Isa-isa ko man sila hasta makalambot siya sa imong receiver. So that is serial transmission. So by definition, when data is sent or received using serial data transmission, the data bits are organized in a specific order since they can only be sent one after another. The order of the data bits is important as it dictates how the transmission is organized when it is received. It is viewed as a reliable data transmission method because the data bit is only sent if the previous data bit has already been received. So, hindi ka mag-send sa isa pagid ka information or isa pagid ka data kung wala pa nabaton ang previous nga data nga gin-send nimo. That is serial transmission. So, when is serial transmission used to send data? Serial transmission is normally used for long-distance data transmission. It is also used in cases where the amount of data being sent is relatively small. It ensures that your data integrity is maintained as it transmits the data bits in specific order after one another. So in this way, data bits are received in sync with one another. So, amo na siyang ang use lang gid or ang way nga magamit kasi serial transmission is kung gamay lang i-send mo nga data kag for long distance nga transmission. So, serial transmission. Isa-isahon mo send ang data. So, dari na di, pwede ka makasend using synchronous or asynchronous nga transmission. So, hindi ta na pagdetalye ang synchronous or asynchronous kaya nahambal ta naman to sa babaw. So, next we have parallel nga transmission. For parallel transmission, when data is sent using this mode of transmission, multiple data are transmitted over multiple channels at the same time. This means that your data can be sent much faster than using serial transmission mode. So for example, dito yung kagina sa babaw sa serial transmission is may ara ka damo nga salakyan nga nakaparada, so dapat isa-isa lang gid sila. Isa-isa lang gid sila, kaisa lang imo nga alagyan. Dapat isa-isa lang sila pasunod, pasunod, pasunod. So that is serial transmission. For parallel transmission, ang tanan nga mga salakyan, for example, nga nakaparada represented sa sino yung mga digits, dungan na sila ma-move pa kadto sa imo nga destination. So that is parallel transmission. So, in this way, makita naton nga mas dasig ang parallel transmission because ginasend mo ang damo-damo nga data at the same time. So given that multiple bits are sent over multiple channels at the same time, the order in which a bit string is received can depend on various conditions such as proximity to the data source, user location, and bandwidth availability. So, syempre, depende kung diin da ang mas lapit, so syempre ang muna maka-receive. So, that is parallel transmission. So we have here the advantages and disadvantages of using parallel data transmission. So the main advantage of parallel transmission over serial transmission are, syempre, it is easier to program and the data is sent faster. So syempre nakita ito naton or na-illustrate na naton sige di ang transmission of data if we are using parallel na transmission. Although parallel transmission can transfer data faster, it requires more transmission channels than your serial transmission. So, syempre, kung tanawan natin sa sininga drawing, no, kaginaya, isa lang kadalan o isa lang kaalagyan dapat ang mga obrahon. This time naman niya, because damo, sa maagi nga mga salakyan, for example, so dapat damo man ang imo nga alagyan. So, damo ka sang obrahon nga channel. So this means that data bits can be out of sync depending on the transfer distance and how fast each bit loads. A simple example of where this can be seen is the voice over internet protocols. When distortion or interference is noticeable, it can also be seen when there is skipping or interference on your video stream. So, parallel transmission, anong ginagamit during video streaming? So, there is a tendency nga may mga skip dara or may ara pasang lag during video because of problem nga nag-occur during the transmission. So, amo na siya ang cause ng lag or delays or skip sa certain nga mga videos. So, when is parallel transmission used to send data? So, parallel transmission is used when a large amount of data is being sent. So, syempre, considering sang bulk nga pwede ni mo i-send sa gamit ng parallel transmission, so mas damo kagid mas send ka data if you use this type of transmission mode. The data being sent is time sensitive. So, kung wala ka man lang require or wala lang man dapat nimo gina-consider ang time balahaw nga dapat amo gid niyang mauna, amo gid niyang masunod, amo gid niyang next nga mga data nga i-send. So you can choose to have parallel transmission mode. And the data needs to be sent quickly. So kung gusto mo dasigay nga transmission, so you are going to use parallel transmission mode. A scenario when parallel transmission is used to send data is video streaming. So para sa ganyan hamba ako gina, when a video is streamed to a viewer, bits need to be received quickly to prevent a video pausing or buffering. Video streaming also requires the transmission of large volumes of data or data. The data being sent is also time sensitive as low data streams result in poor viewer experience. So dapat ano kagid ng bali daw dependent ka sa ginasend kay syempre malag ka man or may kalain sa imong experience if there is problem in the transmission of data. So that's it for the serial and parallel transmission mode. So for the next video, we are going to discuss about networks and the types of mga networks nga kinahanglan naton i-consider. So this is it for now. Thank you everyone. Stay safe. God bless.
God